You gotta start the show.
Okay, I have to introduce the whole thing now. This is Grindstone.
I got lotto fever. She's got lotto fever. He's got lotto fever. They're in love. I got lotto fever. She's got lotto fever. We got lotto fever. We're in love. Y'all got lotto fever? Well, don't mind if I do. Lotto all over you. Man, I just went outside to buy a ticket and that damn Powerball. And trust me, I'm not a fiend for the Powerball and Mega Million and Pick Six, nighttime, daytime box, whatever, all that stuff. But when the joint is 1.4 billion and I just got to pay $2 for it, come on, guys. Guys, I'm going to be in it. I'm going to donate my $2, which brings my total spending on this particular lotto run up to $8. So whoever that goes to, Israel or fixing the roads or buying graham crackers for children in America, I don't know where that money goes, or because only a portion of it goes to the lotto winner. But whatever, I've given $8 to the cause. And then the Mega Millions was 336 million. That's a crazy number. $336 million. Now, cool, they're going to take that cake knife and slice it in half and get the taxes if you want it off rip. But goodness gracious, 336 million plus that 1.4 billion. I should have bought both of them. Like, give me both of those with a matching pair of slacks, some Dockers. Because I'm going to be wearing Dockers from here on out, champ. I'm going to be real different. Man, how many of y'all have made a lottery ticket winning plan in your past? Have you ever done that? You buy the lottery ticket and you're like, man, ooh, I'll win this. I'm going to get a divorce. I'm going to buy a horse. I mean, have you ever made a lotto play? Like, off top, I don't use the block feature on my phone, but if the winning combo comes my way, I'm blocking 35 people off rip. We'll never discuss anything ever again. I'll never have to look at it and be like, Anybody who calls me who have to look at my phone and be like, should I answer? Anybody on the bubble like that, blocked. And that's the only way you're going to know I won, because I'm going to do very regular stuff. I'm going to go up to Marshall's and I'm going to get 24 V-neck white T-shirts. I'll probably be wearing, like this one, I'll probably be wearing that every day. You know, I'll probably buy a whole big old bag of soursop. I'll be eating soursop every day and drinking filtered water. I'm going to keep it super basic. And then, it's going to be some things that I do that y'all ain't going to know about, but just off the visibles. If you see me wearing a lot of V-neck tees, white, cheap joints, that's how you know I won the Mega Millions. Or the Powerball. That's how you know I won the Powerball. That's how you know I'm up a billion. And I think if you win that billion, that 1.4 something, your take home is it's 600 something million. Or you put your foot all in their buns. So I played. And I got lotto fever. She's got lotto fever. Today I was driving around, actually this evening, on my way to get the lottery ticket. And I was like, damn, past some strippers going into the penthouse. And it just hit me like, man, everybody wants to get out the hood. And I really think that the hood used to have a charm to it where it was like, man, I'm staying here. I feel the love. I'm staying in this bitch for life. But sheesh, with the FBI, DEA, ATF, Park Police, U.S. Marshals, MPD, CIA, everybody like on the street, some of them plain clothes, some of them not. And then if it's not them, it's somebody trying to steal your car. It's like, man, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? And so it just hit me like, damn it, I'm on my way to go buy a damn Powerball ticket because I'm trying to escape this bitch. You know? Everybody wants to escape the hood. It's kind of interesting. But c'est la vie. Welcome to this episode. I think this is episode 70. I'm sorry for my language. Yeah. Woo. That was good. Always good to be greeted with a nice ovation, you know? Sorry for my language. If this is your first time, first of all, let's get the politics out the way. Subscribe, throw that thumbs up immediately when you click on. Just click that little thumbs up down there. Subscribe, like, share, put a comment in the comment box. You will be paid attention to. You will be seen. Put the comment down there. And, or just even as I marinate through this, because I'm going to kick back with you for a second. But this is, sorry for my language, it's my lifestyle philosophy, culture, and music show. I evaluate all of them over here. I'll be here all day, you know? And I would really like to say thank you to all the customers, all the people. I guess there's no better word than customer, but I love you more than that. All the people who have shopped recently at grindstoneuniversal.com. Man, your packages are on the way, and each one of y'all made some fly picks. So sometimes it's difficult for me to know who's going to like what and why. So if you go to grindstoneuniversal.com, which is the sponsor of Sorry for My Language, go to grindstoneuniversal.com and just take a gander. Fly business on that joint. And those of you all who shop, bought, and require me to bag and ship, man, I love y'all. Y'all keep the function going. You all are fighting, you all are actively fighting white supremacy by doing that. So, yeah, continue to shop with who you like, even the person who's not connected to the big old machine I'm not connected to the big machine. I do what the fuck I want. I win my wins. I take my losses on the chin. And y'all are with me in the foxhole, and I love y'all for that. That's a true shout of appreciation to you from me. So thank you very much. But let's get down to the business of the day. So, when it comes to people wanting to remove themselves from poverty or from financially stressful conditions, you have people who do various things to get the money to do that, to get the plane chips to do that. Some people try to pray their way out of it. It's several things that people do to try to get their finances right. And so I saw this report where Saquon Barkley, running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, he's built up a monstrous portfolio. And, shout out to him. But not so fast. Let's think about this. I don't know much about the things that he has invested in, but one of the things I saw he invested in his portfolio, he invested in Neuralink. Y'all familiar with that? Neuralink is Elon Musk's company. By the way, on this show, I always drink water. Now I see why I don't drink kombucha on the show, because that joint be making it hard to talk. You be like, the kombucha be kombucha-ing. I'm trying to talk about Neuralink. Man. I'm trying to talk about Neuralink. And, my God. Get a little kombucha rush. But anyway. Is my voice regular? Baby, I was taping. Baby, I was taping. So anyway, one of his investments is Neuralink, right? And Neuralink is a company that I found out about in 2020. I'm not sure how long they've been alive and well. And I'm pretty sure Elon Musk now owns Neuralink. Not sure if that was his baby to start with, but it might have been. And quite a while ago, he said he's pouring all of his resources into it. So yeah, Starlink, Neuralink, Tesla, and probably some other shit that'll kill the world. But Neuralink is a program where you can, well, not a program, but it's a thing where you can get a chip implanted into your scalp, like a tenth of an inch or something deep into your scalp, and it connects with your neurons in your brain, and it records all of your memories. And with Neuralink, somebody can remotely give your body commands to allow the commands from the remote device to link to this device in the brain. And that will give the remote instructions will override anything that your body was telling it, your brain was telling your body to do. So with that being the idea, you'll be able to do superhuman things, right? So if it's like run 45 miles per hour, apparently the command with the Neuralink chip, it'll be able to coordinate the activities in your body to make your legs and knees and muscle fibers twitch that fast. I saw it work on a pig. In 2020, when I saw it, they were working it out up in Rockville at NIH on pigs. And it was like one dude was sitting at a computer typing in commands to this pig, and the pig was doing the stuff. And but he had the Neuralink chip in his head. So now Neuralink is a company, and I'm not sure if it's out in population, but I know some people have gotten it. And the reason why they say, this is what they say you get it because it would make if you had any diseases or any handicaps that stopped you from functioning normally, this will heal that because it'll make your brain override whatever the handicap was. Now, however, let's be real. Let's be super real. If somebody put a chip in your brain to record all of your memories and they could operate it remotely, they could control everything you do. And then pull the chip out of your head, you'd be sitting there on frozen, and then they can put that chip into somebody else's head, and now you have somebody else knowing everything that you know and able to do anything that they want that humanoid to do. So it's really the link between a robotic humanoid person and a human, but it's linked into your brain. And they're also going to sell it like, man, just think if your grandma got it, then you be able to take the link, the chip out of her head and put it in your daughter. And then your grandma would be able to live through your daughter. Man, look, if you ever thought these people were normal, you got it all wrong. It's a lot of weird science going on. It's a lot of weird science going on. So Neuralink, that's some real shit. And fucking Saquon Barkley, you know what? And now, man, I was about to get too judgmental. Let me hush on up. But he invested in this shit, and it's something that he's bragging about, and it's cool. It's probably gonna make him a cool little piece of Skrilla. But my guy, like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is that even? Why invest in something that can totally take over humanity and fuck you up? Is it just for the money? I don't know. I mean, he got some good money, and he made some good investments. Put some shit in Bitcoin when that shit was 32,000. Like, the nigga done did some good shit. But come on, man, we can't applaud all investments just because they bring money. We got to freeze on that. Think about it this way. You can also put money into some things that you believe in. And even though it might be 4 out of 5 things in the portfolio, you're still going to be breaded up. You don't have to worry about getting all 5. But I'm not here on the money management tip. I'm actually here for a whole nother reason. Think about Neuralink. If somebody had Neuralink in their head, a chip in their head, right? They might have a fly hairdo over it. And you saw them out, how long would it be before it was acceptable for that person to have told you about it? Like, for instance, you meet somebody, you're talking, there's some mutual interest going on. You exchange phone numbers, have a cool little phone conversation, a text, whatever, or you meet up the next day, whatever, but there's interest. How long would you, as the non-surgically invaded person, expect for the surgically invaded person to tell you that they got a damn Neuralink chip in their head that can be remotely controlled, or they might be downloading memories from another person, or their memories might be frozen in their mind. I mean, might be getting stored in their mind. Would that be something that you would feel you need to know soon, later, or never? Now, this is when y'all have figured out that I want to get to know this person a little more. How long would it take? It's weird science going on. Most of the science is weird. I mean, for that matter, this is also news that's on the wire. And by the way, if you ever want to know about anything scientifically related to research, the latest breaking news, or something old that had to do with science and official peer-reviewed research, go to pubmed.gov. That's pubmed.gov. Or it might be pubmed.org. I can't remember, but it's PubMed. It could even be pubmed.com. I can't remember. But when you get there, you'll see, because it'll be like a whole science website with all types of peer-reviewed research. So you'll see the actual articles and journaling of this shit. So you can look it up and see what's really going on. So here I go today. You hear that outside? So here I go today. By the way, in Washington, D.C., people are coming outside again. Yeah. When the feds were first in town, everybody was frozen in the crib, kind of like, ooh. But now people are coming outside again. And to be honest, totally Scouts honor honest, I wasn't no Boy Scout, but I haven't seen no extraneous police activity, and so people have been calling me from all around asking me, I haven't seen it. Tell me, have you seen it? No. And from the looks of the people who are starting to filter outside again, I'm thinking that people get it kind of now. They're like, okay, I could go outside. I just can't do reckless shit. So if I've been drinking, I can't be driving. If I got the need to smoke, I got to do that inside somewhere. I can't have an open container. I think people are kind of, it's a learning process. But to be honest, people, it's a normal night. And this time 2 weeks ago, the streets was quiet. But now I hear people outside. So shout out to the people for finding a happy medium. But back to PubMed, back to me flipping through these studies. So I'm looking, every now and then I'll just look through some stuff. And I find that there's a such thing as head transplantation. Yeah. hmm Yeah, you could get a head transplant now. And then I'm looking it up, and the first time somebody tried it, I think it was in don't make me mess it up, but it could have been 1907. I might have totally messed that up. But years ago, somebody tried to put the head of a dog that was totally fine onto the body of a dog that had a fucked up body. No. Wait. You take the good head and put it with somebody tried to switch dog heads, but one of the dog's brains was fucked up. Yeah, so you slice his head off and then you put the good head on that body. That's what it was. And so, shit, if you're trading a head to a body, it could be called a body transplant. But anyway, somebody tried that long ago. Then somebody tried again with rhesus monkeys. Then somebody tried with mice. But now it's truly being entertained as something that could be in population sooner than later in humans. And it's a company called BrainBridge. And BrainBridge, their whole shit is robotics, and even the surgery is done with robotics, where they can take somebody whose body has been fucked up, but their brain is cool. They can take the head of that person and put it on another body where the head was probably fucked up, but the body was cool, right? So you're taking a fucked up body, head is intact, my brain, all that shit is intact, and you're just finding another body. You're finding another home for it. And they're really doing this shit. This shit is something now. In reading the article, they said there were several, post-op drawbacks, but they're really working on this shit, man. This is where a lot of your money goes, taxpayer. The Faucis of the world and shit. They work on shit like this at this hour up at NIH. And then just not up at NIH, but like at the different research facilities around the world. So you could get a whole head transplant. And just think, the first one's gonna look raggedy, like the first boob job, right? Or the first BBL or the first lip injection job. But now, what will women tell you now? Man, that surgery getting so good, I couldn't even tell. Kris Jenner looked cranking. Shit, my girlfriend got something. Her titties look real, right? All that, right? So the surgery has gotten better, right? The same thing is going to follow suit with the head transplant. Man, shit. But they said one thing, the body, they're looking for bodies to match like the same height because of something about the mind's orientation to getting used to how to move around. I swear, there's something from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's crazy, but this is like what some of the most capable people in robotics, tech, and science are working on right now. They trying to put chips in your skull, and they trying to put a whole nother body to your head. It's wild. It's wild. This is real. This is not fantasy sci-fi. It's real. So, what if surgery got a lot better? And you met somebody, you being normal, you not knowing about this person, but you meet somebody, and this person has had head transplantation. But, they might have some neck tats. Or might be wearing, like, some nice, beautiful adornment jewelry on. And you might not be able to see, like, the sutures, But who knows how nice they could doll that up, in like 20 years, 15 years. So you ran into somebody that got head transplant surgery. How long before talking to this person would you want that person to tell you that? And say you were really digging the person. Say it was like, man, you got that electricity off rip. Would you be offended or be turned off if you found out months later that person had head transplantation surgery? Like, how would you feel about it? I want to know. Would it blow your high? Would you be like, yo, what the fuck is up with Miss Weird Science USA? Or would you be like, man, she's a doll, but I wonder where her body went. Like, where's her body? And what if she lied to you about it and you found out later? Something to feel on her booty too. From the heart. If I was young and rich, I'd marry you, but I'm old and I ain't so. Because you and her people were cool, and somebody might have not known that it was a secret. I don't know, but how would you feel? Like, how big is transparency in a relationship? Transparency about things like that, things of that nature. Like, when you meet someone, does it matter if they have a chip in their head or they have a head transplant? Does it matter? How much does it matter? Does it matter if they have some cement in their butt cheeks or some fake tits? Or, ladies, does it matter if the man has fake abs or if he got like height surgery and he did a whole thing? Like, I want to know how long you have to date somebody, or how long after meeting somebody and expressing mutual interest. What is the timeline where the person discloses that, or where y'all talk about that, at the risk of being dishonest by omission? Or what are the factors that have to occur in a line for you to tell? Or will you tell at all? Like, if somebody had head transplant surgery, just because it's new, you might want to know. I want to know that day. That's crazy, right? Okay. Well, some people might think getting some damn cc's of something stuck in your lips is just as fucking crazy. Or getting some type of bone chisel to saw your nose and inject something in your nose, or get eye surgery to make your eyes look different. They might think that shit is just as crazy, because at the end of the day, it is. Right? Shit, it is. And maybe crazy is the wrong word, but it's just as inorganic. How about that? It's just as inorganic. And, right now they're saying that the head surgery is for body traumas. Like if there's a body that just has some fucked up shit, but then that might get subjective. Somebody might be like, man, I really want broad shoulders and this type of build. So find me a body that looks like this and put my head on it. So, it's not something that is going to be limited to just the natural defect. Damn. Oh, science is getting weird, right? I mean, if somebody has a bunch of tattoos on them, it's not anything strange to be like, man, tell me about your tattoo. I want to know what that is. Like, what is that? That's a normal question. What's up with that? Tell me about it. So if you see somebody and they got like the snatched waist and then the hips and the legs and the ass don't match, it's kind of like, damn, tell me about it. Like, what were you thinking? What did it look like before? It's the same category of questions. You weren't born like that. You decided to do something. I want to know the story. I want to fuck with you. I'm still in the deciding if I want to fuck with you stage. But like, let me in. So then it's not like I got buyer's remorse, you know? So my question is, how long? Or if you see somebody and you know them teeth are fake, right? You know them chompers. You know them chompers are fake. Wouldn't the question be like, man, what was up with your teeth beforehand? Like, can I see a picture? Or like, tell me about it. Aren't you trying to get to know the person you fuck with or not? Like, I mean, what are we doing? I think some people think they could get close to people without being close to people. So you could hide behind your wall of fakeness. And to be totally honest, I have dealt with people who've been on some body fake outs and I've been close to them and they haven't been honest about the shit, And I was curious enough to ask because like, fuck it, I'm fucking with you. You want me to touch you? You want me to protect you? We're close. But what's up with that? What is that? Did you get, and then they fucking lied, You thought weaves and contacts were bad back in the day. We're on a whole nother level with the bullshit. Or with the augmentations, with the cosmetic brush ups. But my question to you, this is not a question I have the answer to, but it's a question that I think we need to start talking about since this shit has become so normal. I mean, motherfuckers is getting their wrinkles hit up and, everything, fucking, hair dye, beard dye, fake teeth, laser hair line plugs, like fake nails. I mean, as I think about it, motherfuckers is getting everything done. All this shit, niggas got fake biceps. At some point, when you notice a little something, or just fuck it, don't even wait for me to notice. Just can I ask you, like, what are you rocking that didn't come with the birth package? Kind of like CarMax or Carfax, right? Can't you Carfax a person? Just be like, okay, just let me run your Carfax. See how many accidents you've been in. See how many dents you had to get knocked out of your doors. Like, let me just see. So then I'm knowing if I want to buy the car, right? If you would do it for a car, why wouldn't you do it with a person? I don't get it. Some people might be like,
but what if you like their personality?
I expect to like the personality. That's why I want to know about their history on their shit. I'm not asking how many people you slept with. This ain't no body count test. But I'm just saying, man, damn, can I know, was this a convertible originally? Or did you chop the top? Is this a chop top or is this a real rag? I want to know. Damn. Can't even get to know nobody nowadays. People got head transplants, robotics and chipped off in their head. I mean, from hairline to nose to under the eyes to teeth to lips to chin chisel to neck pull, everything be fake. costume jewelry even. Damn. Matter of fact, fuck that. Introduce me to your doctor. Like, I'm gonna skip over you. You just a product at this point. Man, who's the person who produced this show? You know? I don't know. But just as a social more, I just want to know what you all think about when is the appropriate time for someone to ask. Some people said right before sex. Like, you mean right after that special dinner? That wine done spilled, that candlelight's burning, the flowers are smelling the house, getting the house right, the incense is cracking. You coming out that, you coming out what you coming out of, and it's like, oh baby, them joints real. Really? Is that the time you ask? I mean, I think that's a little late. And then do you just not ask? Yeah, I don't even need to know what that scar is about. Meanwhile, you dating Frankenstein? I mean, so unnatural shit is unnatural shit. And we all know that you got it to look better or to feel better or to whatever the fuck. But at the point where you're not willing to disclose that to somebody who you are mutually interested, who's interested in you and who you're interested in, we just lying to each other at that point. So let's just fuck it. We're just gonna be lying to each other. Shit. Fuck it. Right? I mean, it sounds like that's what we signed up for at that point. Because part of your scars are your story. Right? If I'm stupid yoked up, right? And I'm just like, at some point you would be like, and it might even be off rip, you might be like, damn, how often do you work out? Right? Because that would tell, more than likely, that would tell you something about me, right? About my lifestyle, about my interest, about my safe place, whatever. So if you got the fake kit going on, me asking like, man, so what's up with that? Like, how many additions have you had onto your condo? You might, that's whatever you tell me, whatever conversation we have, that's telling me about your story. Damn, let me see your high school pictures. Like, what was going on? What made you do this? Like, I mean, what is it? Do you feel secure now? You still feel insecure? Did you always feel secure? Like, what is it? What is it? Right? Don't get me knocking shit down. So I just think we need more healthy conversations about all these new augmentations. First of all, you got to save your money up to get them. You got to go through the wild surgery. I was around somebody before who just got liposuction in her belly or whatever, fat snatch. Man, the way she had to wrap up and all that shit was bizarre. And it was normal to them. I can't remember if she had a BBL or a stomach joint, but her fucking body was leaking out onto the gauze. Shit was fucking crazy. And I was just like, damn, people be doing this shit. So knowing that you went through that pain and discomfort and all that shit you went through, for me to ask about it, that's a natural ask. That's a common ask. Or otherwise, I'm walking around acting like I don't see what I see. And then I'm the fool. And I've been the fool before. I've been the dude, oh shit, I don't know. The girl gives me some crazy excuse as to why her belly's so flat, but her arms are chubby. Man, you be working out? No, you don't work out. Like, your belly says you work out. Your arms say you never worked out in your life. They'd be like, man, what the fuck is going on? But I played the fool there. It was even this bigger chick. She took Ozempic and she was like, my clothes just falling off me. Right? I was like, damn, what you be doing? I just be doing Orange Theory. I'm like, damn, and you just can't stop losing weight? I just can't. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I'm fucking extra small now. I was looking at her like, wow. I bet nobody else in that class has that problem. Like, what the fuck is going on? And it took me a while to catch on. But then I flashed back to a point one time when I remember she said she had to go to a doctor to get a shot. and it was kind of covert while she was talking about it. I was like, ah. And then that Wagovi got a little more popular in the news. And then when I looked at her and looked at the people, I was like, yep. Like you got limited muscle tone, but you lost hella weight. And you talking about it's because you work out. But that was my homegirl, and she couldn't even keep it real with me. So, may all you people who be lying meet somebody with head transplant surgery one day. May you couple up with an android one day. But I guess I did give my side. I leaned a little bit, gave you a little hint on how I really feel about it. But I'm just saying, how would you feel if you were dating somebody and they went through some cosmetic surgery and they never told you? Like, would you feel just a little bit cheated or nah? Nah, I don't know. I just wanted to put it on the table. I tried to do it without judgment, but I knew I threw some judgment. But anyway, man, they're about to draw the lotto number in like 1 minute. And so a lot of you all can expect to get blocked by me since I won, I won, baby. But on a real note, I want you all to make sure that you go to grindstoneuniversal.com because that's where the goods are. And everybody who has supported, man, please continue the ride. Matter of fact, forward and share the grindstoneuniversal.com site to some of your better dressed partners. Put them up on something. They'll appreciate it. Promise me. I promise you. You'll appreciate them appreciating you, and it'll just be this big old circle of love. So yeah, but in the meantime, I would love for you all to like, share, subscribe, man. And I really want to know, honestly, on the no goofy. Let me know how you feel about when is the right time to either ask somebody about their surgery, or as the person with it to tell your mate, or to tell your friend, to tell your interest about like the shit that you got done to show up the way you show up. May all your partners tell you the truth and be transparent. I'm Grindstone. This is Sorry for My Language. I no lie. Everybody enjoy yourself, enjoy the people you're around, and keep it real. Keep it transparent. Peace.